Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me No North. But you could call me Norte. In the 911, pull off in a Porsche. I ain't never losing sleep from what these horses say. Just get my good side, make sure that shit 4K, yeah. Baby, I've been serving L's like the weed man. Ain't even signed yet, you could get it freelance. I'm walking in with a bag like I'm in the NBA. Feel like I'm always vacationing like I'm Chevy Chase. Before these shorties come upstairs, I need an NDA. I swear my life getting crazy, gon' bust off any day, yeah. Hey, gon' bust off any day, yeah. Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me No North. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going up, that's why they call me No North. Always going up, that's why they call me No North. But you could call me Big Drip. I've been busy out here repping for the misfits. I can't promise I won't blind you with a wrist flip. I keep this money on my mind to get me rich, yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah. I never had to tell a lie to get a bitch, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me No North. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going up.
What's that? What's up, you guys? Back in another video. It's your boy P, JJ21. I don't say welcome back to my channel, and also how you guys doing. And if you're feeling happy or sad, then my entertainment should bring you joy. And also, don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. No, wait, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos, and also get the Pizzo Gang merchandise at teespring.com/PJJSOMilDadsGang, and what else? And I have a promo code too, welcome 15 in all caps, and the number 25, and the number 15, I mean, and then you'll get 2 items for that code to activate. Okay, so give me a second. So yeah, for this next reaction, it takes a dark turn where it's the title is She Was Murdered by Her Boyfriend for Rejecting Marriage. Right? So it's like it's a little weird and confusing how like she got murdered instead of him because like it's mostly the females that are pushing marriages like that. Like they want this big marriage, they want this big wedding and all that. It's never the men's side. So like that's how it's a little confusing like on like the situation of how like she got murdered. So it's about the video is about 6 minutes long, and yeah, so let's check it out. Let's see like what really happened. Like, cause like it's normally like the female side that be pushing like marriages or weddings. Like it's never like the men's side. So I want to know how she got murdered instead of him. Like that ass. No one- Give me one question. It might be a little hard. I'm not gonna do this. Hold up. Y'all can't really see me. Let me see. Yeah, y'all really can't see me in this. This is bull. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do it like that. Y'all could just view it like that. Alright. So now, for I just like hopped on also on my IG live since like I could have like more viewers as well. But if y'all want to see like me like up close, y'all might as well just like go on the Twitch itself and see me there. But if you want to stay on the IG live, then by all means, like that. So what I was doing like recently it's this video it's called "She Was Murdered by Her Boyfriend for Rejecting Marriage," and I simply just gave like a side talk how like it's mostly like females like pushing weddings and marriages, so it's not really like the male side. And I don't know if if I forgot to record. Hold up, let me see. Nah, yeah, I recorded. All right, so now I'm about to just play it and let's check it out.
Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a Pakistani man who recently was accused of killing a young Pakistani girl because she rejected his marriage proposal. And this young woman's name was Myra Zulfikar. Now this young girl, her name was Myra, and she was 25 years old and apparently had flown back to Pakistan for a wedding celebration that one of her friends or family members was having, but had to stay longer due to the COVID-19 restriction measures. However, according to a journalist covering the story named Tahir Abin Manzoor, who wrote this piece for thedailymail.com, he said that Myra was found dead lying on a pool of blood in her rented apartment in Lahore, Pakistan. And for those of you who don't know, Lahore in Pakistan is one of the richest cities in Pakistan. I believe it is the richest. I'm not entirely sure, but it does say here on Google that Lahore is the capital of the Pakistani province of Punjab and is the country's second largest city after Karachi, as well as the 26th largest city in the world. Lahore is one of Pakistan's wealthiest cities with an estimated GDP of 84 billion as of 2019. So obviously it's a very affluential area of which a lot of rich people reside in. But unfortunately, the wealth of this city couldn't keep Myra safe. In any case, her death was a result.
So then, why did you even talk about the wealth or like the capital of Lahore if it's not a part of this like story? Like seriously.
Result of gunshot injuries to the neck and shoulder. There were marks on her body that proved that she was tortured and also strangled. Now, a man named Zahir, 26 years old, he confessed to murdering this British law school student. And while I'm on this point, yes, she's actually from England. She was born and raised in England, but her parents are from Pakistan and left many years ago to travel to England to, I suppose, have a better life. But
Right, so she Pakistani herself. Because I was about to say that like why would like she like go on like a trip like with her boyfriend, right, that's Pakistani in a world that like she's American, but like she would go like through this like different country like with her mans, and like she don't know any part of it. So that's why like I was not like too sure like of their of both of their backgrounds. So she's Pakistani too, and then he's also Pakistani. So I guess he was in his feelings. It had to be that he was in his feelings.
based on this story, it states that Myra and Zahir were in a relationship and he decided to murder her after she rejected his marriage proposal. And it's suspected that after she rejected him, he got mad, offended, and decided to lash out on her. Now, a little bit about Zahir.
I'm sorry, son, but I only seen like 2 photos of this nigga just like holding weapons. Like seriously, like you could tell that he's a little crazy. Like like you can tell that he's known like to shoot around a little bit. And I'm not talking about basketball.
Myra's former boyfriend. You know, he's basically a rich kid, a rich, privileged, wealthy socialite who never had to work for anything a day in his life, who got angry and shot his girlfriend to death because she didn't want to get married to him. However, the authorities have also arrested some of his relatives who are believed to have participated in the murder. A man named Sad Butt, yeah, that's actually his name, Sad Butt, a former friend of Myra, was also a suspect.
I'm sorry, son, but like really, son, his name was Sad Butt. Like his parents knew or probably didn't know like what they were naming their child. Like when they called him Sad Butt, they were like, "Yo, let's call him Sad Butt." Add an A in that sad sense, so like, it won't make us like look crazy. We can't call him Chad. Take out the H. Just say sad. Add the A though. Add a double A so that they could get confused a little bit.
Suspect, but has been released after refuting any involvement in the homicide. Now, according to police reports, Myra had actually filed a complaint against her boyfriend, stating that he had kidnapped her at gunpoint and threatened to kill her. But I suppose the local law enforcement in Lahore, Pakistan didn't take this seriously and kind of swept it under the rug. And it's pretty obvious for anyone listening to the story that something like this was bound to happen. The guy has anger issues. He's a socialite, meaning that, he's living off of daddy's money. He's privileged. He's entitled. And, these kind of guys and girls cannot stand rejection as
Now look, I can already tell that he has privilege with him posing with weapons, and like a weapons selfie here and there, like that. But that's still gonna be the right because again, I said before, like it's mostly females pushing weddings. Like, how is he gonna get mad? I guess it's different. I guess it's opposite sides of the relationship where the male gets mad because they got rejected. Like, let's say if you got rejected, if only they were just starting to talk and be boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, what if she said no? Like, that's just, like that would she would have still been dead.
they've always been given anything they wanted in life. I would like to touch on the fact that I did learn something though after doing some research on this case. And it's the fact that in Pakistani society and the Islamic community, men are often offended and get violent if rejected or denied romantic favors. And I know not all Muslim or Islamic men are like this, obviously not, but after doing some research, it seems to be ingrained within the culture. Women seem to be treated as second-class citizens, obviously not in all communities or countries, but it seems to be a prevalent issue that seems to be very widespread. And in these situations, when women reject marriage proposals or romantic advances from particular types of Islamic men, women can risk the chance of getting beaten up upon the refusal of marriage and possibly killed if that man turns out to be, And I already know.
Look, this is why I don't condone domestic or physical. Like, I'm a pacifist. Like, that isn't like if I whenever I get into my my own relationships, I'm not gonna be like that. Like, y'all good.
There are going to be some Muslim or Islamic men in my comment section getting offended or angry at the fact that I'm highlighting this issue. And obviously, I'm not saying that this issue doesn't happen in other communities around the world or around the globe. Obviously not. But I am saying that after watching a video from people who legitimately come from Pakistan talking about this issue, they made a video themselves talking about Myra's death. They said that due to cultural differences, Myra growing up in England, which is a Western country which prioritizes women's rights, equality, women choosing what they want to do with their lives, etc. And then you have her boyfriend who was born and bred in Pakistan, grew up in Pakistan around the specific Islamic culture that doesn't necessarily align with the thought that women should be as free as they are in Western countries like England or in the US or places like in Germany. Apparently in Pakistan and other Islamic countries, it's much more conservative and much more strict in terms of the amount of freedom that women have. So when you have a Western girl who grew up in England, whose parents are Pakistani, but she grew up pretty much in the West, so she has a different kind of culture, who then decides to have a Pakistani boyfriend who grew up in the East with a completely different culture that does not align with hers. These types of unfortunate situations are inevitable. Like, the vibe I was getting from this video is that a lot of people who grew up in these countries have an idealistic view of their parents' home countries, and then when they finally go to these places and try to pull the same kind of behavior that they pull in places like America, whether it be talking a certain kind of way or dressing a certain kind of way, and they get in trouble for doing these types of things that were acceptable in the West, they quickly realize that, oh, so I guess things don't work the same way as they did back home in England. In any case, the situation is tragic. I send my condolences to Myra's family and friends. I know they're incredibly sad right now, as I saw a video of, I believe, her father or her brother or cousin crying his eyes out at the fact that she's now dead. It's really tragic, but if any of you guys are interested in watching this video,
No, I think that was her father. But yeah, because I was crying too. Like, my condolences to the whole family. because you don't want to go out like that. Like you don't want to be tortured. No, you just don't want to be like you want to live out your life, like because like tomorrow's never promised, so like you want to make sure that you live it like to the fullest, like not in a I guess like a motel or a hotel room, like in your own pool of blood. Like seriously, that's not the way to go. Like that. So and it's also like being in a relationship, like it's very like sometimes it could be toxic or like it could just be like a very aggressive type of relationship where um you I would say that you have good and you have bad like aggressive like relations like where they use that as a sort of like a kink like for their relationship like to get like to get like more sparkier I guess. Or you have the bad where like it's coming to a point where like the male is hitting on the female or the female is hitting on the male, and it's just like they're still they're still like they still have feelings for each other, which is like a little insane, but like that's what they want. Like you can't like tell them like that's not what they want because they have like their own mindset of what they wanted and like they could get out of that mindset too. Like it's not like they're trapped or stuck. Like they made up their decision to be in that relationship together. But Myra didn't have to go out that way. Like seriously. Like whatever if he had help too, like that's very petty. Like seriously, like she rejected marriage. I'm guessing that she said no at the time, but maybe you should just give her like some time like to just think about it like in the future. Like he was too hyper like to get married like so quickly. Like there's always time like for marriage. Like, you don't have to rush into it.
Video. It's titled British law graduate Myra Zulfikar. And the two people in this video just talking about the situation, about how sad it is, as they have Pakistani and Islamic backgrounds themselves. So I'm going to be putting a link to this video in the description for anybody who's interested. With that being said though, I hope you guys learned something today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe out there.
Yeah, that's shit crazy. Like she probably was like young. She probably was like in her early 20s, and then this happened. Like that's because like again, son, like you never know what's to expect like for you like the next day or the following hours. Like you just gotta make sure that like you did everything that you could. Like seriously, like you did this, you accomplished this, like you did that. Like as long as you did that, son. I'm not saying like it's time for you to go. It's time for you like to go to the afterlife or purgatory or whatnot. But I'm just saying that like you pick you pick like your own like hold up. I'm trying to say like you pick your own battles, and then now you have to fight like through them, and also like you reap what you sow. I guess like I hope I'm using these phrases right. All right, so she was murdered by her boyfriend for rejecting marriage. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post these shit to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And it's your boy P. Digital.
Bitches, we keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots. You